Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an interesting week. If you watched my last video, you'll know that we were having a no spend week this week and I was very nervous about it. We did okay. I gotta say we did okay. I actually made a mistake. So the date night that me and my husband are having is actually this weekend, not last weekend. So that worked out really well. I was only actually working one day this week because I'm on a phased return to work after being off after a hip replacement. And yeah, I tried to stay in the house as much as possible because, well, quite frankly, if I leave the house, the temptation to spend money is there and I didn't want that. But I did on Thursday take myself off for a day trip and I was tempted to be a little bit naughty and treat myself to Wetherspoon's breakfast. But I did come to my senses and made myself like full English before I went. Normally if I was doing a day trip I'd also end up in a coffee shop having coffee and cake, but I did some forward planning and I actually took a little cupcake with me and a thermos or a travel mug of coffee as well. I did forget my travel mug of coffee in the car, but luckily this new travel mug is really good at keeping things hot. So even after walking around town, it was still hot to drink on the drive home. I ended up in Lytham. I don't know if any of my viewers are in the northwest, but Lytham is a really pretty place to go and visit. It's got quite a nice high street actually. There's quite a few shops. A lot of high streets are kind of shutting down and there were some empty shops, but a lot of the shops were open. They've got some decent charity shops as well, although I have to say their charity shops are very expensive. I went into one and granted it was a designer jacket, like a men's jacket, but they had it marked up at £125 in a charity shop and I was like, oh my word, I couldn't. I mean, I don't wear designer stuff, so I don't know how much it was worth, but yeah, £125 for a jacket in a charity shop seemed like a lot of money to me. But some people it was probably a bargain. So I just ended up doing a little bit of window shopping, mostly in the chocolate shop and the bakery. And then I really wanted, yeah, you know, cakes and brownies and stuff, so I came home and made myself cookies with stuff that we had at home. So yeah, I did really well having a no spend day. Apart from the fuel to get there, I found like on street parking, so it wasn't paying for car park. And I took all the stuff I needed and I felt really proud of myself that I managed to go and have a day trip and spend no money whatsoever. Even though I really wanted to. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling again. I need to stop. So hello, welcome to this week's budgety thing that I'm doing. Oh, I don't know. So we've got our usual 300 going in. We're going to do our savings things in a minute. We need to take our money out is what we need to do. Yeah, we did quite well. We only spent money from food. We put no money in fun or miscellaneous. I have gone another week not buying myself a new pair of trousers because we were doing no spend, so I didn't spend anything out of there. And I'm not even sure we spent anything on the cat this week. 10, 20, nope, we're still maxed out on the cat. So the only money we spent this week was our food money, which was kind of the point of the no spend. Oh, and fuel, obviously, to get to work and stuff. So we've got 20 left in fuel. We even have a bit of money left in food, which I wasn't expecting because we had a lower food budget last week. So I kind of expected to have to spend a bit more this week to get the stuff we weren't able to get last week. The one thing that really bugs me about not having any miscellaneous money is we've run out of kitchen roll and we need more kitchen roll and I couldn't buy it because we didn't have it in the miscellaneous fund. I guess I could have bought it out of food, but for me, kitchen roll is a miscellaneous item, not a food item. Our food budget is only ever spent on food. It's not like groceries where it's everything that you get from the shop. I'm going to shut up. I know what I mean. So we've got £4.63 left in food. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit of something, and that can go into our penny challenge. We've got nothing coming out of here because it's already in our savings wallety thing. So that is it. That is all that's coming out. We're having a no spend week, so nothing would have come out of here. So that is all sorted. Fab. Excellent. So yeah, let's do savings and then we can pay in. That was super quick. So if you did watch my video last week, you'll see that we did have, it was a no spend week. That was the challenge that I pulled out of the pot. So 40 from miscellaneous went straight into here. 20 from our fun money went straight into here. We also had 20 from clothing and 10 from pets, because they were maxed out. So we've already got £90 going into savings from last week, which is amazing, and we've got more to add to it. So we've got another 20, which puts us at £110 going into our envelopes. And then what did I say for, shit. Wait, reminding myself, was it 453? 463, sorry. So 463 going into our penny challenge. Okay, fabulous. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a challenging week not spending any money. It was not ideal, let's face it. But to go through a week of discomfort in order to pay a huge amount of money into our savings challenges is, it's doable, and it does make it feel worthwhile. So we need we've already done 50 and 40. If we do 30, 20 and 10, that's 60. I'm going to need to change some stuff. Have I got any 5s? I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because I don't have a lot of change to be filling these up. So what I might do is rewrite these so that they're note values instead of 7, 8, 9 quid, because I'm not putting the pounds in here. All the change is going into Toothless and my notes are going in here. So I think I need to rethink this, which is annoying because we've got 110 to go in. Okay. So if I do 49 and 41, that is £90. And then if I do the 20, then that's our 110. Just going to double check that it is 110 we're paying in. I'm 99% certain. 20, 40, 60, 80, 91. 110, yes. And then we're just going to do 20 to make it up to 110. And then, yeah, I am going to rewrite this. So I'll keep, the amount we'll save will be the same, but I'm going to rewrite it so that it's note values instead of all these odd numbers, because that's not ideal when we're paying notes in. And then we've got 463 going in here. So we've got 362 and then 101 we can colour in. Where's 101? There we go. So 362 and 101 is 463, and that can get paid into Toothless. And should have put that in the envelopes, idiot. Oh, I'm having a minute. So 49 and 41. 49. Of course, if I rewrite my envelope challenge, I'm going to have to rewrite my labels on the envelopes, which is going to suck because I could just put a sticky tape over. Because you know me, I don't like buying stuff. So we've got 20 going in here. We'll put 40 into this one and 50 into the other one. Sorted. So £110 going into savings. That is That's pretty amazing. I mean, in 1 week, that feels pretty awesome, guys, I gotta say. I did work it out because, like, the last couple of weeks we've paid 90 and this week we've done 110. If we average about 90, we're going to finish that challenge in about 4 months, which is insane. So I'm very excited. Right. Anyway, Toothless. So we've coloured those in. So we just need to pay into Toothless. Okay, Toothless Fed. Savings challenges paid into. So we just need to pay in. Oh my God. We just need to pay in this week's money. Oh my word. Right. Oh no, we need to figure out which wonderful, excellent, super awesome challenge we're actually doing this week. It's possible I might be regretting these challenges. I'm definitely regretting putting them back in the pot. Oh, I don't want it to be a bad one. Please don't be a bad one. Can I look at it before I show you? Can you read that? 50% food budget. So that means, for fuck's sake. So that means that we only get £40 for our food budget this week. I am definitely 100% regretting these savings challenges. I don't know why I do this to myself, guys. I don't know why I've made... I mean, budgeting in the first place is challenging enough. But to do stuff like this to myself every single sodding week is... I must be a masochist or something, because this is ridiculous. Right, we've got £40 going into food this week. Yay! Oh, so we're going to be eating out of the cupboards and the freezer. We have a few bits in there from like Christmas, and we've got some cupboardy stuff, so I can probably make some stuff from scratch, maybe. We'll see. It'll be exciting, interesting, an adventure. That's what it's going to be. Right, £40 from food is going straight into the savings thing. Oh crap. I don't know why I do this to myself. So we have £20 going into fun. We've got 40 going into miscellaneous. Also, I need to make sure that I don't cheat and just like supplement the food budget with the miscellaneous money, because that's naughty, Sophie. Don't do that. We've got 10 that would have gone into the cat fund, which is going straight into savings, and we've got 20 from the clothing fund that is going straight into savings because they are both maxed out. So that's that one, and that is putting, what's that putting? 20, 40, 60, 70 straight into savings. Which, don't get me wrong, I always feel like, oh my God, I can't do this when I find out how much money I'm not supposed to be spending this week. But seeing how much is going straight into savings does make me feel marginally better. Oh, goodness, right. We have frozen the holiday fund. Money from the holiday fund is going into our SSP fund. So I'm not on SSP anymore. I am on a phase return to work this month, but I'm not much better off, to be honest, because of how the phase return has worked, and I'm only part-time. I'm only actually working 7 days across the month of January. So yeah, my income from that is a bit rubbish, to be fair. But I'll be back on full pay next month in February. I'll be back on my full income. And exciting news, our last credit card will be paid off next month. So we overpay on it. We pay well above the minimum. We're paying £200 a month off our credit card, and there's only £305 left on it. So the full 200 will come out this month, and then next month £105 will come out, and then we will have that 200 a month to go towards our savings account, which is amazing and very exciting. And part of my brain is already thinking what else we can buy with that money. Anyway, Yay, credit cards being paid off. So there's that. I mean, that's not the only debt we've got. We were debt free, and then we got back into debt for several things because I'm impatient and I like to have things now, and I don't want to wait for things, and I don't want to save for things, because then if I've got the money, it's burning a hole in my pocket, and then I have to spend it, and then it's all very, 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 very bad. So currently our debt is that little bit on the credit cards. We've got a sofa as well, which we bought new, which I kind of regret because I don't like it. It's not the most comfortable thing. And honestly, it doesn't feel like the one in the showroom did. Like we went and we talked and blah. Anyway, you don't need to know this, but like the cushions that you sit on, the butt cushions in the showroom, they felt much firmer, which I liked. And then we got one and they're much softer, and I don't like them at all, and it pisses me off every time I sit on it. Anyway, did I mention I'm rambling today? Right, so savings. We're putting 50 into savings. Oh my goodness. Come for the budget, stay for the rambling. Oh. Sometimes, a lot of the time, I wonder why people come and watch me, because it's just verbal diarrhea all over the place with this one. Anyway, we're all paid in, guys. I bet you're happy about that, because now you can go and stop listening to me. So we've got our savings challenges sorted. We've got £70 going straight into our envelopey thing, just to keep them safe for next week. We've got Toothless paid into, and there's a whole lot of rambling for me to edit out. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I appreciate anybody that sticks around for all of my nonsense. Please do like and subscribe and comment on this video if you like my content and my rambling. It'd be great to reach more people, and you know, subject them to all of my wonderful, wonderful rambling. So if you know anybody that likes videos like this, do please share with your friends. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care and happy budgeting.